this time, we're ready to begin our Cotswold show. We need Cotswold yearling rams. Cotswold yearling rams to the ring, please. You'll note today we're doing white Cotswolds. We're not doing any of the natural colored Cotswolds. They do show whenever we have the AOB show. The Cotswold breed originated in the Cotswold Hills of Gloucester County in England, near the British Channel. The name Cotswold was given to the breed because in early days they were folded or housed in shelters in the evening known locally as cots or cotes, and they were pastured on the wild, treeless hills of the area that were called the Walls. It is suggested that sheep were in the Cotswold Hills at the time of Caesar's conquest of Britain. The Cotswold is a dual-purpose long wool breed. Cotswolds were introduced into the United States in 1831. Cotswolds are a long wool breed and have been used in crossbreeding programs primarily to increase staple length without losing fleece weight. Cotswold wool hangs in locks that have a lustrous, silky sheen.
Nice classic Cotswold rams. Really impressive ram to start our class with. I love the body, the rib shape, the just mass this guy brings to the ring. He's very good on his feet and legs. And when we get a hold of that fleece, a lot of touch, a lot of quality, uniformity from shoulder all the way to the britch. The ram that we've got in second, maybe just a little taller fronted ram. To me, don't see quite the curvature right through that forerib or the width, the base that our ram in front of him has, but another ram that's got a lot of growth potential, moves around the ring, very stout on his feet and legs. Another ram that we've got in third, he's really long and extended. I like that shape, the curvature to that rib, a big bodied guy. I just like to give him a little more muscle right there in that lower stifle and square up that pin set. Same to the little ram that we've got here in fourth, another one that's really attractive, got a really nice fleece on him. Just like to see a little more width of base and a little more thickness down in that lower stifle. Another ram to round out the class, another one that moves well on his feet and legs. We just like to see a little more muscle on that frame. Let's give these individuals a big hand. Congratulations.
Next class, Senior Ram Lambs. Placing on the class of yearling rams for our Cotswold show, first place goes to entry number 1331, Orion Acres 22-30, Orion Acres, Plimpton, Massachusetts. Second place, and that ram weighed 270 pounds. Second place to entry number 1332, Orion Acres 2235, Orion Acres, Plimpton, Massachusetts. That ram weighing 254. Third place, first in the junior show, to entry 1334, Short Hill Farm 2234, Breeze, Carter Short, Ballston Spa, New York. That ram weighing 252. Fourth place to entry 1333, Max and Christine Crossman, White Hill, New York. And fifth, second in the junior show, to 1329, Short Hill Farm 2215, Hurricane, Kea Farrington, Cummington, Massachusetts. Okay, here's your first trivia question for the Cotswolds. At the 1998 Big E Cotswold show, who was the exhibitor that won both the Premier Exhibitor and Premier Breeder Awards? And it was Linda Regal at the time from Massachusetts.
Really nice rams in this class. Lot of give and take. The ram that we're going to use today, to me, just balances up as well as anything that we've got in here. I love the shape of him when I get and stand up over the top of him, the dimension and the balance that he has down that skeleton. He's the biggest hip, widest pin set of anything that we've got in here. And I think when you get him on the move, he just stays more true to his natural skeleton, just really moves around the ring very nicely. A really bigger rib, stouter made ram here in second. To me, just maybe gets a little piecier in terms of length of hind saddle, length and levelness out that dock. Maybe not quite as a square ended as our ram that we've got in front of him, but one you definitely have to appreciate for fiber quality, curvature to that fore rib. Just a really productive, sound ram. Really long extended. If you need to put some length and extension in one, you're going to like the one that we've got in third. Beautiful fleece on this guy, long and extended up through that front end. We might change the direction and the angle that shoulder lays in there, give him just a little more set to that shope. And then when we move on back, just level him up out of his dock. And then the little ram we've got in fourth, another ram that's very nicely balanced. He's just a little more refined in his makeup. He's got a beautiful fleece on him. He's long and extended. I think he fits in well with the class. Let's give these exhibitors all a big hand.
Now ready for junior ram lambs. Placing on the class of senior ram lambs. First place goes to entry 1338, Orion Acres 23-07, Orion Acres, Plimpton, Massachusetts. That ram weighing 143. Second place to entry 1337, Orion Acres 2303, Orion Acres, Plimpton, Massachusetts. That ram weighing 152. Third, first in the junior show, to entry 1335, Meyer 2301, Carter Short, Ballston Spa, New York. That ram weighing 202. Fourth and second in the junior show, to entry 1339, Short Hill Farm 2344, Cupid, Carter Short, Ballston Spa, New York. Now showing junior ram lambs.
Nice set in our junior rams, 2 stout rams to start the class. We're going to use just a little more grow, a little more power in the ram to start the class with. You love the length extension, really wide based. Didn't have quite as attractive fleece on him as the ram in second, but I think it's just his skeletal makeup that gets him up here in the top of the class. Ram that we've got here in second, another one with beautiful fleece on this guy, a lot of type to that lock formation, a lot of style to that crimp. Maybe he doesn't hold himself together down that top line as level as the one in front of him, but I think he fits up here very nicely. Really a tall extended one that we've got here in third, a one that's got a super touch to that fleece, very uniform from shoulder to breech. We maybe just like to see a little more power on this guy in terms of the bottom part of his skeleton, his bone work, just a little more muscle. And then a ram that's very moderate in frame size we've got here in fourth, another one that's got a really attractive fleece from shoulder to breech. We'd just like to see a little more muscle on this guy, maybe just a little stouter in terms of his type formation up on his head. And then the ram to round out the class, another one that's got some bone and substance. We'd just like to give a little more muscle on this frame. Let's give these guys a big hand.
Now ready for pair ram lambs. Placing on the white junior ram lambs for the Cotswolds. First place goes to entry 1340, Orion Acres 2314. Orion Acres, Plimpton, Massachusetts. That ram weighing 158. Second place to entry 1341, Orion Acres 23-20. Orion Acres, Plimpton, Massachusetts. That ram weighing 148. Third, first in the junior show to entry number 1343, Short Hill Farm 2349, Cash, Carter Short, Ballston Spa, New York. That ram weighing 144. Fourth place to entry number 1345, Max and Christine Crossman, Whitehall, New York. Fifth to entry 1342, also Max and Christine Crossman, Whitehall, New York. Now ready to show for open show champion and reserve champion ram. We'll follow that with our junior show champion and reserve champion ram. Placing on the pair of ram lambs, first place to 1351, Orion Acres, Plimpton, Massachusetts. Second to 1352, Carter Short, Ballston Spa, New York. Third to entry 1350, Max and Christine Crossman, Whitehall, New York.
Well, let's congratulate our Cotswold breeders. Really high quality, a lot of depth and genetics. Set of rams that we've got out here. We didn't have a big show in our Cotswolds on our ram side, but a lot of quality all the way down the line. I think there's a couple rams out here that really fit me in terms of what I like to look for, and just stoutness and structural conformation, and you get your hands on them. They've got a lot of power. They're very three-dimensional in their skeleton. We're going to use the aged ram up here will be your champion, and then this ram right here in the middle will be the reserve.
Our open show champion ram for the Cotswold show goes to the first place yearling ram, 1331, Orion Acres, 2230, Orion Acres, Plimpton, Massachusetts. The reserve was our first place animal out of the senior ram lamb class, 1338, Orion Acres, 2307. Also, Orion Acres, Plimpton, Massachusetts. Now ready to show for junior show champion and reserve champion ram. For our junior show, our champion goes to the first place out of the senior ram lamb class, entry number 1335, Meyer 2301, Carter Short, Ballston Spa, New York. The reserve was first in the yearling class for the junior show, entry 1334, Short Hill Farm, 2234 Breeze, Carter Short, Ballston Spa, New York. As winner of the champion ram for the junior show, Carter will receive a $50 gift card from Boot Barn. We're now ready for yearling ewes in the ring, please. Okay, here's the next trivia question. At the 2013 Big E Regional Cotswold Show, who was the exhibitor that placed first in all but 3 of the show's classes?
Well, another really nice class, a lot of depth all the way down. I think the ewe that we're going to use to start the class definitely is an eye catcher in terms of femininity and balance. And then you get over the top of her. You love the shape, the capacity that this female has. Moves around the ring very nicely. She's true on her feet and legs. And when you get your hands and part the fleece, she's got a very uniform and lustrous fleece all the way back. The ewe that we've got in second, another one is extended up through that front end. I don't see quite the depth and distinction down in the rear flank of this one. Just like to see her a little more capacious. She does have a little more uniform and just a tick finer fibered fleece on her, working her from shoulder to breech. And I think her femininity gets her up here in a close top pair. The ewe that we've got in third, I definitely like the shape of the rib on this one. She's stout. She's wide chested. I just like to fix her. She gets a little piecey for me from her last rib back. I love the front part of her skeleton. The back part wants to be a little piecey in terms of she wants to get off in her loin just a little bit. Not as quite as wide out through that pin set as the two above her, but a really stout made ewe that I appreciate for the stoutness and the bonework she has. A real moderate frame, capacious ewe that we've got here in fourth. Another one I just like to take and lengthen, extend her just a little bit, and we give her a little more muscle right in there at lower stifle, but I definitely appreciate the volume and the productivity on this one. The ewe that rounds out our top five, another one that's really feminine, long, and extended, has a nice fleece. We just like to stouten her up in her bone work. Let's give these exhibitors a big hand. Congratulations.
Next class is pair of yearling ewes. Now ready for Senior U Lambs. Placing on the Yearling U class. First place went to entry number 1355, Stephanie Perrone, Rochester, New Hampshire. That U weighing 198. Second place to 1354, Orion Acres 2219, Orion Acres, Plimpton, Massachusetts. That U weighing 198 also. Third place to entry number 1360, Orion Acres 2237, Orion Acres, Plimpton, Massachusetts. That U weighing 206. Fourth place to entry number 1361, Max and Christine Crossman, Whitehall, New York. Fifth, first in the junior show to 1359, Short Hill Farm, 2227, Bentley. Carter Short, Boston Spa, New York. Sixth and second in the junior show to entry 1357, Short Hill Farm, 2207, Bibbidi. Carter Short, Boston Spa, New York. And seventh place to 1362, Max and Christine Crossman, Whitehall, New York. Placing on the pair of yearling ewes, first place goes to Orion Acres, Plimpton, Massachusetts. Second, Max and Christine Crossman, Whitehall, New York. Third to Carter Short, Boston Spa, New York. The answer to the trivia question from the 2013 Big E show, who won all but 3 classes, that was Robert Eade of Illinois. Now, at the 2022, last year, we'll see how good you are at this, Big E Cotswold show, what junior exhibitor had the junior show champion ram, junior show champion ewe, and both were on yearlings? It was K.F. Farrington.
Another really nice set of females in our Cotswold division. The ewe that we're going to start with, impressive in terms of her femininity. She's got very nice breed type and kind. When you move around the ring, she's very good on her feet and legs. To me, she's just a complete one. We combine conformation and structural soundness, the shape that she has up through the turn of that rib. The ewe that we've got in second, another one that's got a very nice fleece on her. Maybe it just doesn't square up out through the back part of her skeleton and don't see quite the fleece quality as the one above her. The ewe that we've got in third, another one really feminine, long and extended. Another ewe that's got a lot of capacity and rib shape to her. We just like to take and level up her dock just a little bit. She wants to get a little steep in through that hip. The ewe that we've got in fourth, just a real moderate frame, nice broody type ewe with a ton of capacity. We just like to take and make her a little stouter in her bone work. And then the ewe in our fifth hole, another one that we just need to stouten up, give a little more center body width and dimension. A ewe that's got a beautiful fleece on her. And then we'll round out the class with another ewe that's just really wide based. We just like to see her a little finer, maybe it got a little plainer lock than we see. Let's give these exhibitors a big hand. Congratulations.
Placing on the class of senior ewe lambs, first place to entry 1370, Orion Acres 2308, Orion Acres, Plimpton, Massachusetts, that ewe weighing 137. Second to 1369, Orion Acres 2305, Orion Acres, Plimpton, Massachusetts, that ewe weighing 124. Third, first in the junior show to entry 1367, Short Hill Farm 2340, Cleopatra, that ewe weighing 137. Fourth place to entry number 1372, Max and Christine Crossman, Whitehall, New York. Fifth, second in the junior show to 1373, Short Hill Farm 2342, Coral, Kaya Farrington, Cummington, Massachusetts. Sixth place to entry number 1371, Max and Christine Crossman, Whitehall, New York. So at the 2018 Big E Cotswold Show, Robert Eade of Illinois won every class with the exception of Best Fleeced Animal. Who was the exhibitor with the Best Fleeced Cotswold in 2018? They're not showing this year. That's right. It was Circe Atkins. Since Linda did so good on that, at the 2008 Big E Cotswold Show, what Illinois exhibitor had the Champion Ram, Champion ewe, and was the premier exhibitor? It was Carrie Hake from Idaville, Illinois.
Well, a really stout-made feminine ewe that we're going to start the class. I love the shape, the depth of that rear flank. Just a really productive individual that comes out here, moves around the ring very nicely. A really neat, feminine, nice, balanced, extended one we've got in second. This doesn't have quite the definition and the shape of rib that we see in our class winner, but one that's extremely feminine and cool up through the front end. A really productive one here in third. We'd like just to take and make her a little more extended out through the top side of her skeleton, but a one you have to appreciate for the productivity that she brings to the ring. Big middle, a lot of rib shape to this one. A really attractive feminine ewe that we've got here in fourth, one that's got a really attractive fine fleece on her that's very uniform from front to back and has some qualities in terms of dimension and capacity as well. And then a little ewe to round out our top five. She balances up. We just need a little more size and scale to that frame to get her up higher in the class. Nice set of females. Let's give these individuals a big hand.
Now ready for a pair of ewe lambs. Placing on the class of junior ewe lambs for the Cotswold Show. First place goes to entry number 1375, Orion Acres 2326, Orion Acres, Plimpton, Massachusetts. That ewe weighing 129. Second to entry number 1377, Orion Acres 2330, also Orion Acres, Plimpton, Massachusetts, that ewe weighing 112. Third goes to entry 1376, Max and Christine Crossman, Whitehall, New York, that ewe weighing 136. Fourth, first in the junior show, to 1378, Short Hill Farm, 2348, Cloud, Carter Short, Boston Spa, New York. Fifth, to entry number 1374, Max and Christine Crossman, Whitehall, New York. Sixth and second in the junior show to 1379, Short Hill Farm, 2354, Caramel, Carter Short, Boston Spa, New York. Placing on the pair of ewe lamb class, first place goes to Orion Acres, Plimpton, Massachusetts. Second, Carter Short, Boston Spa, New York. Third place, Max and Christine Crossman, Whitehall, New York. We're now ready to show for Open Show Champion and Reserve Champion ewe. Our judge today is Dr. Sean Ramsey of College Station, Texas. He's a professor and assistant head for undergraduate programs and the Texas A&M AgriLife Sheep and Goat Extension Specialist. Sean's raised sheep for over 45 years. After receiving his bachelor's degree at Texas A&M in animal science and then his master's and doctorate degrees in animal and range science from New Mexico State, he returned to Texas A&M in the fall of '95 to teach and coach the wool judging team. His wool judging teams have won 22 national or reserve national titles. He also developed the Aggieland lamb and goat camps where exhibitors learn about showmanship, nutrition, health, and exercise. Dr. Ramsey has judged sheep and goats at the state and national levels in 30 different states. During his professional career, he has been honored with numerous teaching awards from Texas A&M as well as national recognitions. Let's welcome and thank Dr. Sean Ramsey for being with us here at the Big E today.
Well, let's congratulate our Cotswold breeders out here. Super set of females in terms of the genetics of this breed and the quality that they bring to the ring. All the way down today, we've had not a whole lot of numbers in our classes, but the quality has been exceptional. So when we go out here and evaluate the animals that we have out here in our champion drive, I think there's two of them that really impressed me in terms of what they bring to the ring. Those will be your champion reserve. I love our aged ewe up here just for the volume and soundness and productivity that she has. She's going to be your champion. And then the ewe here behind her, really nice feminine ewe lamb, really classy, will be the reserve.
Our open show champion ewe is entry 1355, the first place yearling ewe, Orion Acres 2217, Stephanie Perrone. Rochester, New Hampshire. The reserve champion goes to our first place in the senior ULAM class, 1370, Orion Acres 2308, Orion Acres, Plimpton, Massachusetts. We are now ready to show for Junior Show Champion and Reserve Champion U.
Well, congratulations again to our junior division. We get out here for our champion U, and again, we've got 6 incredible U's out here to evaluate. There's a couple out here that I find impressive in terms of their style and balance, the conformation that they have, the structural soundness as we move them around the ring. And then when you part the fleece, they've got very attractive fleeces on them. So congratulate your champion. Is going to be this young man right here with the ewe-lamb. Congratulations. And we'll use the older ewe down here for reserve.
Our junior show champion goes to entry number 1378 from the junior ewe-lamb class, Short Hill Farm 2348 Cloud. Carter Short, Boston Spa, New York, and Carter receives a $50 gift card from Boot Barn. Our reserve junior show champion was 1359 out of the yearling U class, Short Hill Farm 2227 Bentley. Carter Short, Boston Spa, New York. We're now ready for Exhibitor's Flock. Placing on the exhibitors flock class, first place goes to Orion Acres, Plimpton, Massachusetts. Second place to Carter Short, Ballston Spa, New York. And third to Max and Christine Crossman, Whitehall, New York. Now showing breeders flock. Placing on the breeders flock class, first place goes to Orion Acres, Plimpton, Massachusetts. And second to Christine and Max Crossman, Whitehall, New York. Now showing Get of Sire. Following the Get of Sire class, we will show Best Fleeced Cotswold. Placing on the Get of Sire class, first place to Orion Acres, Plimpton, Massachusetts. Second place to Max and Christine Crossman, Whitehall, New York. Third place to Carter Short, Ballston Spa, New York. Again, now ready to show for Best Fleeced Cotswold. Best Fleece Cotswold goes to entry number 1335 out of the Senior Ram Lamb class, Meyer 2301, Carter Short, Boston Spa, New York. We do need a representative from Orion Acres to come to the show ring, please. And congratulations goes out to Orion Acres, Plimpton, Massachusetts. They are our premier exhibitor and premier breeder of our Cotswold show. That does conclude our show for today. We will be back in the show ring tomorrow whenever we start out with Katahdins for the Northeast Regional Katahdin Show at 9 a.m. Then we have lead line competition at 12 noon, followed by the National Polly Hopkins Border Leicester Show at 1:30. We also have junior showmanship tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Again, thank you for being with us. Enjoy your day at the Big E.